Welcome back everyone. In this tutorial, we will understand about the area table in ZWCAD. So area table is one of the AI based enhanced tool which is available in ZWCAD by using which we can extract the area and we can also export that in the format of Excel. You can find the tool in your annotate tab, table panel, and here you have area table, or else you can simply type area table in the command line window. So you just need to click on area table, which will give you the dialog box. If you're not able to see the full preview of this dialog box, you can check here. You need to expand it. Once you have once you have expanded, you can find there are options output table. So if you have already checked it, output table area, it will automatically export it in the format of Excel. You can define where do you want to save it. You can check it here. It is gonna be saved as drawing2.csv. At the bottom, you can also specify unit and scale, convert from, like that will show you the existing unit of your drawing, and converting to square millimeter. That's why the ratio is set to 1:1. I can change it to square meters. You will see the ratio will automatically change with respect to the 6 digits, right? After that, let us come to the first point, area boundary. There are two options, and this is really important: pick point and select object. If we are going to use the pick point approach, it will generate the area and put it into the format of table and into the Excel as well. But the thing is, later on, if you are going to change the boundary, it will not update those boundaries. It will not update the area in your table as well as in the Excel. So if you want the table to remain updated with respect to the boundary of your object, we should choose select object option. We will understand that. Now come to the dimension item settings where we have dimension name only. Like when you are creating the area, you can see that here we have name for these spaces. You want to specify dimension name and area both, or you just want to specify dimension area only or dimension name only. So you can see room names are already there. I just wanted to show the dimension, so I can choose it. Otherwise, in case if you don't have placed the rooms before, you wanted to define the name, then you can keep this option, both dimension name and area. And how you want to define the area names. So name dimension setting, we have input area where the software will ask you each time to define the name for the particular area you are calculating it. So that is going to be the manual approach. Obviously, one by one, we have to do it. If you are using it auto name, then we can define the start number and then something like suffix and then number suffix. So you can define this one as well. But here it is gonna be automatic. Like if I'm going to name it as area, so and the number is, let's say, 101, so it will give the name like area 101, area 102, area 103, area 104, and so on. But I do not want area for all these. I need the proper name, right? So I can go for input name here. And then boundary set, current viewport is fine with me. And then text settings. So if you have created any text style, you can use that here. Otherwise, you can choose the standard, which is always available. And similarly, you can define the text height that depends upon the size of your drawing. I'm keeping it 300 with respect to the size of the drawing. And text position, you want to define region center, pick point, or add leader. How you want to define that text position. I'm choosing pick point, let's say. Table settings, I'm going to generate the table and calculate the sum of the area. So make sure these options are checked. And table style, again, you know that we have table styles as well. So if you have created any other table style, you can use that. Otherwise, I can use the standard only. Title of that table, area table. First header you can define, second header you can define. Now let us start picking it. I'm going to click on this option, select object, as I want the area to be linked with the boundaries. That's why I'm choosing the select object approach. Now here, first of all, it will ask you to define create a table, like where do you want to define a point. I want to create a table somewhere here. Click here. As you click, you will see that table has been created. Now I need to specify the boundary, pick object. Let's say this one here, cabin one, I'm selecting. And yeah, this is also required that my object is closed with polyline. So once you click on it, it will ask you for the name now. So now you can give name. Let's say I'm giving name as cabin 1. Enter. Specify insertion point because I choose that option, right? I can click here. See, cabin 1, 6.4059 square meter. Now I'm selecting this area, name, stand 01, enter. Where do you want to place it? Here. There we go. Now this one here, clicking on it, name WC6, enter. Where do you want to place? Here. Now here this one, selecting it, name cabin 2, and then placing it here. And this is stand 2, selecting this area first, then defining the name stand 02. Then where do you want to position it? Here. And that is how you can keep on calculating. Let me calculate for some of them. Stand 03, and placing, hitting enter, place wherever you want, and there you go. So that way I can keep on selecting and defining the name. You can see that it has automatically calculated all these areas. Hit enter key. As you hit enter key, it will automatically open that into the Excel sheet because I choose that option, right? You can see the Excel sheet where it has automatically generated the area. So that's how we can do it. Now let me take you there. As I told you, you can see cabin 1, 6.4059 square meter. It is dependent, 6.40. I'm selecting it, changing the boundary, and as you are going to change the boundary, you can see the area has automatically updated. Selecting this WC, moving it away, see 4.8591 square meter. This is 6.4786, moving it away, 7.3984 square meter. And that's how you can do it quickly. There is another approach. Let's say for these rooms, again going to use the area table. You can type it, otherwise you can click on area table. Now I'm keeping the same approach, but this time I'm going to use auto name, and then name, let's say space 101, keeping as it is, keeping generate table active. And here name I'm going to change because I already have this drawing 2 3. And this time, instead of using select object, I'm going to use pick point. Clicking here, it has calculated it. Now start picking the points. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need to define the insertion point because that I have selected the manual insertion point. Now you can see these texts are the normal text object. However, these texts were the fields, the intelligent text, where the text is dependent upon the boundary. However, this is not dependent upon the boundary, but still good as we can calculate it in one go. And then hit enter key. You can see Excel has been generated, and if you look at here, it has calculated. It is showing me these fields, but this is not actually the dependent one. You can see the name space 101 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 up to 9. Some area has been calculated, but this is not the associative one. So these things you need to keep in mind while using this command in ZWCAD. This is really a very good command to find out the area for these type of objects, which will save a lot of time for us. I'm sure that is clear to you. Thank you so much.